Hello and welcome people back to Let's Play Harry Potter on the PS1.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione spent most of their free time in Hagrid's hut, trying to convince him that he couldn't keep Norbert, his beloved dragon. Eventually, after much coaxing, Hagrid agreed. That night, Harry carried Norbert up to the tallest tower. Ron's brother, Charlie, had arranged to collect the dragon from the tower and return him to Romania. Once Norbert had been freed, however, Malfoy sprang his trap. Harry was caught by Professor McGonagall. For his detention, Harry was to make his way into the Forbidden Forest and search for a wounded unicorn.
Now what's interesting about that part there, I believe it was completely removed from the movie, the whole part about them taking...
Let's split up and search for the unicorn, Harry. The best way to find wounded unicorns is to follow a trail of silver blood. It should show up well in this moonlight. Follow the silver blood to find the unicorn. Be careful, the forest can be a dangerous place. I better go, Harry. That spoilt brat Draco is waiting with Fang. If I'm not back soon, Fang might just have him for his dinner.
Yes, leave an 11-year-old alone in the dark forest full of dangerous creatures. But yeah, what I wanted to say was, I think that part about them getting the dragon to Ron's family was not actually in the movies, but it is in this game, interestingly enough.
I think it's in the movie. I can't remember. It's been too long, but I think it is.
Yeah, I can't remember it either. This is one where it gets pretty annoying. As you can see, it just slows down.
You know, thinking about it, joke's on Draco here, because obviously, considering his status, his plan was to get us caught, but he wanted to get caught too, so that way he could be alone in the woods with Harry. But the teacher instead sided with him, and so we get punished and he didn't. So sorry, Draco, your plan has been foiled yet again.
Also, I love how he says, "Well, follow the trail of blood. You'll likely find what killed him."
Yeah.
Whether or not it is dangerous or not is not really important. You are on detention after all.
Hogwarts clearly doesn't give a fuck about its students' safety, because even in the movie, this fucking thing counts as detention, quote unquote. Go into this forest where everything can kill you.
Exactly. 99.
No 100.
But yeah, this is ridiculous, and there isn't any this isn't just this game being as ridiculous as it is. This just is how it was.
Yep.
Incendio!
Fuck it, just start hitting the buttons.
Yeah, this is just the timing on this is terrible. And now we have all the beans, all the control, all the free frogs.
You now have enough.
I have no idea how I could have wasted health before that point.
Oh. Maybe by eating this thing?
Well, I mean, the guy that ate it lived. He just turned purple.
Get all these extra beans for no reason.
Well, I mean, it's just what you do. Just because you can't carry the rupees doesn't mean you should put them back in the treasure box.
Yes, yeah.
And here is the thing. I may as well show it off.
How do you have all this stuff?
Yeah. they actually in the second game, they actually do. You do actually have to have certain ingredients in order to do this.
Mm. Harry, you so did not drink any of that.
Mm-mm. I mean, he didn't need to be honest.
Oh yeah, but like, he made like fake gulping sounds and everything.
He's a
Like
ventriloquist.
you don't have to convince us that hard, man.
Just hit it in the butt.
Yep.
That's how it works. And its shell miraculously represents its health.
He turned from a green coop into a red one.
Mm-hmm. Now we're alone, Harry.
Ah, Potter. That oaf had
Yep,
sent
yep.
me to tell you that we haven't found the unicorn yet. I doubt how you could find the boots on his feet without a map. Don't get lost, Potter. Remember, these woods can be very dangerous.
Which is why we must stick together forever. Please follow me. And then you just leave.
Yeah. I think this is like the only time where he ever says something along the lines of this may be dangerous, so watch out. It's so out of character, out of his two-dimensional character to do that.
Incendio!
Well, he may put up a front, but he still is concerned about you. After all, his life would have no meaning if Harry were to die.
That is true. There is so many fan fictions, probably, that will prove you that.
Yes.
Nintendo!
Epic standoff with the turtle.
Yeah. At the very least, in this game, they knew that combat against multiple enemies at once would just be very annoying with like the way combat works and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they just decided to not do it. They kind of keep it a similar way in the PS2 version. Not so much in the GameCube version. In the GameCube version, it's almost like a Dynasty Warriors game.
That actually sounds kind of awesome.
It isn't.
I see you found the unicorn's blood trail, Harry. I don't understand what would be killing the unicorns. Never heard anything like it before. There's summit in these woods that shouldn't be. Be careful now and stay with the path. Call me if you find anything.
And he went off into nothing.
Mm-hmm. He disappeared.
Like he does. Now, for being terribly wounded,
Incendio!
that unicorn sure could get through a lot of obstacles.
Yeah. It got pretty far, man.
But since it went that way, he probably did not get all of the treasures that are located this way.
Or that
As we
way.
all know, unicorns are pretty like thievious creatures.
Mm-hmm. And they only appear to virgins.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you rip off their horn, it makes for a great magical staff.
Probably. Speaking of them showing up only to virgins, they actually make a joke of that in The Witcher.
Really?
Yes, where they basically state that there were some virgins that would just keep being virgins until they were really old, in order to capture unicorns. And after some time, the unicorns just started getting suspicious that nothing normal would stay a virgin for this long.
Rowena Ra- Rowena Ravenclaw, medieval, dates unknown, co-founder of Hogwarts, gave her name to one of the 4 Hogwarts houses.
But she doesn't deserve
And that's it.
any... Yeah, she doesn't deserve more than one sentence. She's not Albus Dumbledore, who's really into bowling.
Yeah. So, now where do we go?
Back where the blood trail was, up the mountain.
For a dying animal, it sure could climb.
Mm-hmm. But you know, so can Harry.
Mm-hmm.
They give you an additional step, but you don't even need to use it.
There better not be anything whimsical around here. Oh, game over.
Oh, too bad.
That was a short game.
It's not much longer than this, actually.
Harry was rescued in the nick of time by the centaur Firenze and rode on his back to safety. Firenze explained that unicorn blood had the power to keep someone alive who was an inch from death. Harry realized that the hooded figure he'd seen in the clearing was none other than he who must not be named, Lord Voldemort.
Oh, that was a close shave, Harry. Any creature that would kill a unicorn and drink its blood is one to be avoided at all
This is why we
costs.
send students for
If
it.
was Lord Vold, I mean, he who must not be named, and you better be on
Justin
your
Bieber.
guard. He's a dangerous foe. I've got a present for you, Harry. I made it myself.
Did he just pull that out of the fireplace?
Nah, he has it like in a like a sword.
Uh-huh.
Some creatures find music very relaxing. If you play the right tune, you can send them to sleep. In fact, I remember this very tune that I used to play to my Fluffy. Try it out on this barn owl I've been looking after. He needs a good long sleep.
Now, the important thing about relaxing music, it works better if you play it very, very fast, just like that.
It's like the ocarina, but in reverse.
Out like a light.
He got
I
so
wish
bored of
Fluffy
you,
was
he
as
went
easy
to
to
bed.
send to sleep. But you'd best be getting back to your lessons now. Thanks again, Harry. You're a real friend.
That's actually, like, it may look funny now, but this is actually exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to press those buttons as fast as possible.